Howard Stern is an American broadcaster and media personality. He is best known for his radio show, The Howard Stern Show, which gained popularity when it was nationally syndicated on terrestrial radio from 1986 to 2005. He has broadcast on Sirius XM since 2006. Born January 12, 1954, age 71 years, Jackson Heights, New York, United States. Spouse, Beth Ostrowski Stern, M. 2008. Allison Burns, M. 1978 to 2001. Children, Ashley Jade Stern, Deborah Jennifer Stern, Emily Beth Stern. Parents, Ray Stern, Ben Stern. Music group, The Losers. Height, 1.96 meters. Personal life, family and relationships. Stern met his first wife, Allison Burns, while at Boston University through a mutual friend. He featured Burns in a student film he made about transcendental meditation. Stern wrote, "Within a week after our relationship began, I knew I was going to marry her." They married at Temple Ohabii Shalom in Brookline, Massachusetts on June 4, 1978. Both were 24 years old. They have 3 daughters, Emily Beth, born in 1983, Deborah Jennifer, born in 1986, and Ashley Jade, born in 1993. In October 1999, they decided to separate. Stern said, "I was totally neurotic and sort of consumed with work. I took work as the most important thing and the only thing." He moved from the home he shared with Burns in Old Westbury, New York, into a 4,000-square-foot apartment in Millennium Tower in the Upper West Side of Manhattan, which he bought in 1998 for $4.9 million. The marriage ended in 2001 with an amicable divorce and settlement. Stern has since bought a home in Southampton, New York on Long Island. In the several months when Stern was single, he dated Angie Everhart and Robin Givens. He started seeing a psychotherapist. In 2000, he started to date model and television host Beth Ostrowski. He announced their engagement on his radio show on February 14, 2007. They married at Le Cirque restaurant in New York City on October 3, 2008. The ceremony was officiated by Mark Consuelos. In 2017, Stern purchased a home in Palm Beach, Florida, for $52 million. Career. In his search for radio work following his graduation, Stern took up an offer to work evenings at WRNW, a progressive rock station in Briarcliff Manor, New York. He was unsure of his talent and questioned his future as a professional in the industry. Writing, "I freaked out. I got real nervous that I wasn't good enough." Stern accepted a marketing role at Benton & Bowles, a New York advertising agency, which he soon quit without giving notice in favor of a position in the creative department. He lasted 3 hours before he was fired, because their personnel department realized that I was the guy who just quit. Stern then worked in Queens as a radio salesman selling advertising time without considerable success. He wrote, "All of a sudden, I realized I had turned down a job in radio." With encouragement from his mother and girlfriend, Stern contacted WRNW for work and agreed to take cover shifts surrounding the Christmas holidays in 1976. Impressed with his reliability and professional approach, the station's director hired Stern full-time for a 4-hour midday shift for 6 days a week, $496 a week. After several months, Stern became the station's production director, which lasted until November 1977, when he became its program director for an increased salary of $250 a week. To save money, Stern rented a room in a monastery in Armonk, New York. Early life and education. Howard Allen Stern was born on January 12, 1954, the second child of Ben, 1923 to 2022, and Ray Nay Schiffman Stern, born in 1927, in the Jackson Heights neighborhood of Queens in New York City. Stern's parents are Jewish. Their families are from Poland and Austria-Hungary. Ray was an office clerk in New York City before she became a homemaker and later took up work as an inhalation therapist. Ben served in the U.S. Army on Long Island and in California during the war. He later worked as a radio engineer at Hume in Manhattan and as a co-owner and operator at Aura Recording Incorporated, a Manhattan recording studio where cartoons and commercials were cut. Stern described his older sister Ellen as the complete opposite of himself and very quiet. In 1955, the family moved to Roosevelt, New York, on Long Island, where Stern attended Washington Rose Elementary School followed by Roosevelt Junior-Senior High School. Stern also attended Hebrew school where he was given the name Tzvi. As a youngster, Stern took 5 years of piano lessons and took an interest in marionettes, using them to entertain his friends with explicit shows. He formed a band with 2 school friends, the Electric Comic Book, on vocals and keyboards. From the age of 9 to his second year at university, Stern spent his summers at Camp Wel Met, a youth camp in Narrowsburg, New York, where he worked camper, kitchen, and counselor duties. He recalled his time there as the greatest experience.